Good morning, students of class 3. I know, students, you all are beautiful, smart, healthy, happy, intelligent, kind, and active. Students, you must have guessed that I have used so many adjectives for you. So, today I'll be continuing with Unit 10 adjectives. But students, today you don't have to take out your grammar book. You have to take out your English notebook. Students, we have read about lot of adjectives in Unit 10. But now we should know how to use these adjectives in a sentence so you can improve your vocabulary. आपने वर्ड पढ़ा and it generally happens कि आप उसको memorize कर लेते हो but you don't know how to use that word when you speak. So today I'll have selected 10 adjectives and I'll be framing these sentences so that you know how to use these words in your language, and this will enhance your vocabulary also. Students, all of you, please take out your English notebooks as we'll be doing this exercise in our English notebook. Take out your English notebooks. Give the heading Unit 10 adjectives. Write the date. And then students, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to frame sentences with the given adjectives. I have selected 10 common adjectives from Unit 10. Now, you must know the meaning of these 10 adjectives, students, and how to use these words in a sentence. Students, the first adjective is beautiful. I'm sure all of you know the meaning of beautiful. Beautiful means something which is very attractive, pretty, something which is very good to look at. And the opposite of beautiful is ugly. So, all of you know the meaning of beautiful, students? Then students, the second adjective is empty. Empty का मतलब क्या होता है? Something which doesn't have anything inside it. कोई भी चीज जो खाली हो, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? Empty. Then the third adjective is curly. Curly क्या होता है बेटा? Curly shape होता है. Generally जो hair का shape होता है वो curly होता है, जिसको हिंदी में हम क्या बोलते हैं? घुंघराला, है ना? So curly थोड़ा सा ऐसे zigzag shape का, हाँ, आपने देखा हो ना, कुछ लोगों के बाल ऐसे curly shape के होते हैं. That is known as curly. हिंदी में इसको घुंघराला भी बोलते हैं. Then the fourth adjective is wide. Wide मतलब कोई बहुत चौड़ा, जिसकी width बहुत ज्यादा हो, जो चौड़ाई में बहुत ज्यादा हो, उसको क्या हम बोलते हैं? Wide. कहते हैं ना, the road was very wide. सड़क बहुत चौड़ी थी. Then students, the opposite of wide is narrow. And I've also taken narrow for framing a sentence. Narrow means which is not very wide, जिसकी width बहुत कम हो. जो एकदम कम चौड़ा हो उसको क्या बोलेंगे? Narrow. Narrow कम चौड़ा, wide ज्यादा चौड़ा. So, then the sixth word is expensive. Expensive मतलब something which has got a big price, जिसकी बहुत ज्यादा प्राइस हो, वो एक्सपेंसिव. एंड एक्सपेंसिव का ऑपोजिट क्या है? चीप. चीप मतलब जो बहुत सस्ता हो. एक्सपेंसिव जो बहुत महंगा हो, और उसका ऑपोजिट क्या है? चीप मतलब जो बहुत सस्ता हो. देन द नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज इंटरेस्टिंग. इंटरेस्टिंग ऑल ऑफ यू नो, जब किसी चीज में हमको बहुत इंटरेस्ट आता है तो वी फाइंड इट इंटरेस्टिंग. देन the ninth word is untidy. Untidy, not in a proper order. एकदम गंदा संदा. That is known as untidy. And untidy का opposite क्या होता है बेटा? Tidy, which is very neat and clean. And the last word which I have selected for making sentences, boring. Boring का opposite क्या होता है? Interesting. Interesting जिसको कुछ भी which creates a lot of interest, जिसको आपको कुछ भी करने में मजा आए, इंटरेस्ट है, that is interesting, and जो काम करने में अच्छा नहीं लगे, that is boring. So interesting का opposite क्या है बेटा? Boring. So students, the first word is beautiful. All of you, please write the heading, Unit 10 adjectives, then write frame sentences with the given adjectives, and if you want, you can write these words. Fine. If you don't write these words, no problem. You can always write the words along with the sentences. Fine. So students, the first word is beautiful. Beautiful means बहुत सुंदर. Now, you all are in class 3 और अब आपको क्लास 3 के स्टैंडर्ड का सेंटेंस बनाना होगा. जनरली क्लास 1 and 2 में हम 2-3 लेटर वर्ड्स का सेंटेंस बनाते थे. बट नाउ you are in class 3 and you should make the sentence accordingly. So today we will make the sentence. You all must have seen peacock flaunting his feathers. So today I am going to make a sentence on peacock, that peacocks have beautiful plumage. Now, my sentence is peacocks have beautiful plumage. Now students, what do you mean by plumage? Plumage क्या होता है? आपने कभी पीकॉक को, मोर को पंख फैलाए देखा है? जो उसके फैले हुए पंख होते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? प्लूमेज. आप फेदर्स भी बोल सकते हो, बट यू शुड नो दी करेक्ट इंग्लिश वर्ड, दैट इज प्लूमेज. सो आवर सेंटेंस इज peacocks have beautiful plumage, and after the sentence don't forget to put a full stop. You all must remember that we always start the sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So your sentence should begin with the capital letter and end with the full stop. And our sentence is peacocks have beautiful plumage. Peacocks का जो feathers होते हैं उनको क्या बोलते हैं? Plumage. So peacocks have beautiful plumage. Please write, students. After writing the sentence, students, please draw a parting line using a scale and a pencil. Please draw a parting lines. You can also frame another sentence, that mountains look beautiful from a distance. My mother is beautiful. My mother is beautiful. Everybody knows that everybody's mother is beautiful. But now we have framed a sentence, something different. And we have also learnt a new word, plumage. So, peacocks have beautiful plumage. Please write this sentence. Again, I am reading. We have to frame the sentence with the adjective beautiful, and the sentence is peacocks have beautiful plumage. Please write this, students. Now, I hope all of you have written, students. Now I am going to erase this and write the second sentence. Students, the second word is empty. Empty मतलब खाली, और empty का opposite क्या होगा? Full, भरा हुआ. Empty का opposite क्या होगा? Full. Now we need to make a sentence with the adjective empty. So my sentence is empty vessels make more noise. Now students, this is my sentence. Empty मतलब खाली. And my sentence is empty vessels make more noise. Vessels का मतलब क्या होता है? बर्तन. जो भी खाली बर्तन होते हैं, खाली डिब्बा हो सकता है, खाली बर्तन, कोई भी चीज जो खाली है वो आपने देखा है वो ज्यादा आवाज करती है. When the vessels are full they don't make more noise. But अगर कोई भी चीज खाली है and if you bang it or drop it, you will find that they make more noise. So the sentence is empty vessels make more noise. My sentence is empty vessels. Vessels मतलब कोई भी बर्तन, कोई भी utensils. वो खाली भगोना हो सकता है, डब्बा हो सकता है, anything. खाली डब्बे, बर्तन, उनको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? Vessels. So the sentence is empty vessels make more noise. And what is the antonym of empty, students? Full, भरा हुआ, है ना? So empty vessels make more noise. This is the sentence made with empty. Empty vessels make more noise. Written, students, please ensure that you write the correct spelling of vessels correctly. It is VESSELS. Vessels. खाली बर्तन ज्यादा हल्ला करते हैं, isn't it? So empty, and the sentence of empty is empty vessels make more noise. I hope, students, all of you have written this sentence. Empty vessels make more noise. Done? Now, students, I'll erase this and write the third word. The third word is curly. Curly मतलब घुंघराले. Now, my friend has curly hair. The sentence on curly is my friend has curly hair. Wait, I'll write again so that you can see properly. My friend has curly hair. At times, many persons have got curly hair, some have got straight hair, some have got wavy hair. But here we are talking about curly. Curly मतलब घुंघराले. So, our sentence is, my friend has curly hair. At times, you have to write a paragraph describing your friends. तो आप अपने फ्रेंड को जब डिस्क्राइब करोगे तो आप उसके हेयर को कैसे डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हो? My friend has curly hair. आप उसके डिस्क्राइब करोगे कि my friend is tall, short, he's got a fair complexion, he's got a wheatish complexion, he's got curly hair. So you can use this sentence when you write a paragraph describing your friend. So my friend has curly hair. And if you happen to have a friend who's got curly hair, you can write this sentence for him. So my friend has curly hair. Remember, we begin the sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So please write, students. My friend has curly hair. I hope all of you have written, students. Now, the fourth word is wide. And listen, I forgot. अगर curly का opposite आपसे कोई पूछे तो आप क्या बोलोगे? Curly का opposite straight होगा. Curly, you can see curly का shape ऐसा है, whereas straight सीधा. So the opposite of curly can be straight. Now, students, the fourth word is wide. Wide मतलब बहुत चौड़ा. Wide मतलब कोई चीज जो बहुत चौड़ी हो उसको क्या बोलेंगे? Wide. The river was too wide to swim across. Now, the sentence is, the river was too wide to swim across. River, कोई नदी बहुत चौड़ी, at times आपने देखा है ना, if you have visited the ghats of Varanasi, many people, they swim across the river from one ghat to the other ghat. But if the river is wide, it is difficult to cross the river. अगर river बहुत चौड़ी है तो उसको क्रॉस करना मतलब पार करने में डिफिकल्टी होगी. सो द रिवर वॉज टू वाइड. टू TOO का मतलब होता है बहुत ज्यादा, है ना. जब किसी भी चीज को हम ज्यादा बताते हैं तो हम उसके आगे हम क्या लगा सकते हैं, TOO. वो बताता है कि बहुत ज्यादा. द रिवर वॉज टू वाइड. रिवर बहुत चौड़ी थी कि कोई उसको पार नहीं कर सकता था. So the river was too wide to swim across. Swim across matlab going from one end the river to the other end. So the river was too wide to swim across. And what is the opposite of wide, students? Narrow. Wide matlab चौड़ा and narrow matlab जो बहुत कम चौड़ा हो उसको narrow बोलते हैं. So the river was too wide to swim across. I hope all of you have done, students. The river was too wide to swim across. Now I'll erase this, and remember, students, please draw a parting line after each sentence. After drawing a parting line only, then you write the next sentence below the parting line. Remember to draw a parting line using a scale and pencil so that your work is neat. Now, my next word is narrow. The opposite of narrow is wide. Narrow मतलब जो बहुत कम चौड़ा हो उसको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा, narrow. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. ना बेटा, नैरो का मतलब क्या होता है, जो बहुत कम चौड़ा हो उसको नैरो बोलते हैं. Now the sentence is the, sorry, I forgot to write was. This is the sentence. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. रोड जो बहुत नैरो थी कि उसमें से कार्स पास नहीं हो सकती. At times you have seen some lanes, especially in Varanasi, where cars cannot pass. Why they cannot pass? Because the road is very narrow. सड़क बहुत पतली है कि उस पे कार पास नहीं हो सकती है. Some lanes में आपने देखा होगा खाली 2-wheelers ही जा सकते हैं. So the road was narrow for the cars to pass. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. So please write this sentence, students. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. Write the sentence. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. After writing the sentence, please draw a parting line using a scale and a pencil. The road was narrow for the cars to pass. I hope all of you have written, students. Now I erase this and write the Sixth word. The sixth word is expensive. Expensive मतलब कोई भी चीज बेटा जिसको खरीदने में बहुत सारा मनी लगता है, जो बहुत महंगी होती है. At times it happens that we want to buy something but we cannot buy as the thing is very expensive. It costs a lot of money to buy that expensive thing. So now the sentence on expensive is, my friend was wearing an expensive watch. My friend was wearing an expensive watch. मेरा जो फ्रेंड है वो एक बहुत एक्सपेंसिव, कॉस्टली, बहुत कॉस्टली रिस्ट वॉच पहनते हैं ना. सो माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एन एक्सपेंसिव वॉच. एक्सपेंसिव मीन्स समथिंग विच कॉस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. सो माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एन एक्सपेंसिव वॉच. My friend was wearing an expensive dress. You can change the object if you feel like. आप watch की जगह dress लिख सकते हो. आप expensive t-shirt लिख सकते हो. It is upon expensive dress हो सकती है, t-shirt हो सकता है, trouser नहीं jeans trousers and all are plural. I hope all of you remember. उनके संग जहाँ n expensive है तो वहाँ पे ट्राउजर्स, पैंट्स ये सब नहीं आप लिख सकते क्योंकि उनको हमेशा हम प्लूरल बोलते हैं. सो आप एक्सपेंसिव ड्रेस लिख सकते हो, गर्ल्स एक्सपेंसिव फ्रॉक लिख सकती हैं, एक्सपेंसिव स्कर्ट लिख सकते हो, है ना. बट ट्राउजर्स के साथ हम एन नहीं यूज करेंगे क्योंकि ट्राउजर्स को, सिजर्स को हम हमेशा प्लूरल मानते हैं. सो माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एन एक्सपेंसिव वॉच. एन है इसलिए हम ट्राउजर्स नहीं लिख सकते. अगर एन नहीं होता तो माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एक्सपेंसिव ट्राउजर्स. अब तब आप सेंटेंस आप उसका ऐसे लिखते बेटा, माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एक्सपेंसिव ट्राउजर्स. आपको पता है सिजर्स, ट्राउजर्स, इनको हम हमेशा प्लूरल मारते हैं तो इनके आगे फिर एन नहीं लगेगा क्योंकि आपने देखा है ना ट्राउजर्स 2 पाँव के लिए बना होता है तो वो पैर में होता है, इसलिए उसके आगे हम एन नहीं लगा सकते. प्लीज कीप दिस इन माइंड. सिजर्स एंड ट्राउजर्स के आगे हम ये नहीं लगाएंगे, इनको प्लूरल मानते हैं. सो माई फ्रेंड वॉज वेयरिंग एन एक्सपेंसिव वॉच. If you want, you can write wrist watch also. wrist का मतलब जानते हैं ना आप, ये जो हाथ में कलाई में पहनते हैं, कलाई को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? wrist. And the spelling of wrist is W-R-I-S-T. If you wish, you can write wristwatch also. My friend was wearing an expensive wristwatch, or my friend was wearing an expensive watch. I hope students, all of you have done. Now, the seventh word is cheap. Cheap मतलब बेटा कोई भी चीज जिसको खरीदने में बहुत कम मनी लगता है, जो महंगा नहीं होता, सस्ता होता है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? cheap. And the opposite of cheap is expensive. And the sentence is, cheap shoes soon wear out. Now, students, generally it happens if we purchase cheap shoes, what happens? वो बहुत जल्दी या तो घिस जाते हैं या खराब हो जाते हैं, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? wear out. Fine. So cheap shoes soon wear out. So it is a saying that a person should wear good quality shoes so that they last long. So cheap shoes soon wear out. Remember students, we always begin a sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. And the sentence is cheap shoes soon wear out. कि जो सस्ते शूज हैं वो जल्दी टूट जाते हैं या घिस जाते हैं. So cheap shoes soon wear out. And students, remember, you should use these words in your language. Try to use these sentences only when you speak English so that you'll improve your language. So cheap shoes soon wear out. I hope all of you have written, students. Now, the 8th word is interesting. Interesting, इसको पढ़ने में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है. This book has interesting stories. Now, this book has interesting stories. At times, you read a book which has got lot of interesting stories. So for that book, you can write the sentence that this book has interesting stories. And I hope students, all of you know when to use this. This किसके लिए use किया जाता है? This is used to pinpoint something singular which is nearby. आपके पास अगर कोई भी सिंगल चीज है तो उसको आपको पॉइंट आउट करना है तो आप दिस करोगे. और अगर एक चीज जो आपसे फार अवे है उसको पॉइंट आउट करना है तो आप कौन सा वर्ड यूज करोगे? दैट. ठीक है, कोई एक चीज जो आपके पास है उसको आपको पॉइंट आउट करना है तो यू विल यूज दिस. और समथिंग सिंगुलर विच इज फार अवे फ्रॉम यू एंड यू वांट टू पॉइंट आउट, बट रिमेंबर दिस और दैट हम सिंगुलर के लिए यूज करते हैं. सो दिस बुक हैज interesting stories. So we are talking about a book. We are pointing out to a book which is near to us and we are saying that this particular book has got interesting stories. So please write the sentence, this book has interesting stories. Done, students? I hope students, all of you have done. Now I'll erase this and write the 9th word. That is untidy. Ninth word is untidy. Untidy मतलब गंदा, disorganized, in a disorder. And the sentence is, his work was marked down for untidy writing. Now students, this sentence is very important for all of you. You should keep in mind that your work should be very neat and tidy. If you do untidy work, what will the teacher do? Teacher will cut marks for untidy work. So, the sentence is, his work for marked down. Marked down मतलब उसके marks cut हुए. Learn these words so that you can use these sentences in your daily language. So, his work was marked down for untidy writing. You must have seen कुछ बच्चे बहुत लिखते हैं, then वो cross कर देते, they don't even use erasers. फिर या तो some of you इतना erase करते हैं कि पूरा black करते. And what happens when the teacher sees your notebooks? She gets annoyed and then she cuts the mark. So you should ensure that you should write very neat and clean. Your work should be very tidy. So his work was marked down for untidy writing. This is for you, that your work should be very tidy, students. His work, and we are talking about one student whose marks were cut down. Why? Because of his untidy writing. So his work was marked down for untidy writing. Ensure that this doesn't happen with any one of you. You try to be very neat with your work, students. So we have used untidy, and the opposite of untidy, students, is tidy. Always remember, we begin a sentence with a capital letter and we end with a full stop. We begin with a capital letter and we end with a full stop, students. Now, students, I hope all of you have written now the last word, that is the 10th word. The 10th word is boring. बोरिंग, जो काम करने में आदमी बोर हो जाता है, मजा नहीं आता है. Now, the sentence is, I found this story boring. At times you read a story and then you don't like that story. So what is your statement? I found this story boring, है ना? इस स्टोरी को पढ़ के मजा नहीं आया, बोर हो गए. तो उसके लिए you can use the sentence, I found this story boring. So students, we have framed 10 sentences using adjectives, and I'm sure that all of you will use these sentences in your daily language. You will use these sentences, you will use these words, so that आपने पढ़ा, अब सेंटेंस बनाने से आपको याद रहेगा कि सेंटेंस को हम कैसे इंग्लिश में यूज करते हैं. So students, now today we have finished unit 10 adjectives. Students, please learn and revise all the taught units of grammar, English grammar book and your English reader book. As all of you are aware that your half-yearly exams are approaching, you must be regular in learning your lessons and completing your work. That's all for today, students. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.